Alright, in this video we are going to install Teraflex drop Pitman arm for my Jeep Tj. Pitman arms should technically come with a good lift kit. Now if you buy a shitty lift kit, most likely it's not going to come with a drop Pitman arm. Some lift kits can get away without it, but you really should have your steering geometry all basically the same. Your track bar and your drag link should be at the same angle. If it's not, then you could run into some issues. So let's get out there, drink some fucking beer, and change this. Got a breaker bar with a 33mm socket. You can also get away with an 1 5/16. You need a Pitman arm puller. That's going to pull the drag link off because I'm not going to use a pickle fork to damage the boot. 1/2" impact, 3/8 impact if I need it, and a basic tool set. Behind my Poison Spider power steering guard right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the breaker bar on there with the 33mm socket. We're going to bust that sucker free. Now I'm not going to remove the drag link first. We're going to drop this down, and then I'm going to do the drag link afterwards with the puller, because you put a pickle fork in there, you're going to damage the boot, then that joint's going to be screwed up later on. Let's bust this sucker free. What do you propose the odds of this thing coming off will be? I guess we're going to find out right away. Looks pretty rusted in there. It's going to come out, but let's get the torch out. Got some MPS gas, and we're going to heat her up and see if we can get that cocksucker out. Well, it looks like the Pitman arm bit the fucking dust. I heated her up nice and hot, banged her with a hammer, tried to break it free. You can see on the bottom there, get out a little bit, yeah, kind of doing some damage to the threads there. That sucker's on there good. I think my only option might be is to possibly cut it, but I'm not a big fan of that either. I really don't want to cut it, but I might have to if I want to get it off. But right now I'm not going to worry about it. That Pitman arm puller's fucking dust. Busted it using my new snipe I bought. Fuck me. I finally got the Pitman arm off, and it wasn't without a struggle. I ended up cutting it down that side, and then I ended up cutting it twice here, and the bitch wasn't fucking budging. 3 cuts it took for this thing to finally come off. Remove the cotter pin and then remove that castle nut. Used a pickle fork beforehand to split this before you remove the Pitman arm, but I don't want to damage the rubber boot, so I'm using a puller. That's why I'm pulling it off last. So I'm going to use the puller here, eject it, and then we're going to put the new one on. I'm not going to play this game again, so I covered the splines in copper coat just so that it doesn't seize up ever again. That's a motherfucking fail and a half. Got a Teraflex Pitman arm. That's supposed to be good for like a 4-inch lift. I got a rough country 4-inch lift, which is bullshit. And I got a rough country front adjustable track bar, which is also bullshit. And it won't work with my Teraflex drop Pitman arm, because the shock over here will rub against the fucking track bar. What a load of shit. And I already cut the fucking stock one to get it off, so now I have to buy another fucking stock one to put the motherfucker back in. Jesus Christ. So I just got it all back together right now. Dodge actually had a replacement Pitman arm, so I went and bought a new one for $100. Put that back in. As you can see right here, where my drag link is here, my track bar is here. What happens is that with the aftermarket Teraflex drop Pitman arm, is that stabilizer shock right here, because it moves it down like about 1 inch, the shock hits the track bar. So that's the reason why I wasn't able to use it. Either that, or this lift kit isn't a true 4-inch lift kit, because it says it's good for 4 inches and higher. But anyways, yeah, and also notice that the grease nipple has either come out or broke off with the drag link, so I'm either gonna have to replace that. But we got a new one. Everything's back together stock. It's unfortunate I wasn't able to use that, but maybe I'll put that away for a future project. Alright, it's motherfucking beer time now. Oh, I'm going to end the video there of the Pitman arm fail. Adding a drop Pitman arm to your Jeep or any vehicle is kind of hit or miss. I just took for granted because I had a shit country lift that I would put in a teraflex drop kit. Maybe to help take less stress off the angle of the steering, but apparently the drop Pitman arm was too much, and since I wrecked the old one, I had to go buy a new one from the dealership, which really sucked. It was $100 I could have spent somewhere else, live and learn. Anyways, I'm going to end my video there. If you have any questions or comments, post it below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.